Hi guys again, that's another draft. Let's just play it, I guess. That pool would be a dream, I can't imagine better eyes, right? Like those multicolor guys, holy shit. But I made it lame and 2-color, and the most legendaries were pretty bad I had. So let's see what we get. We just got to Diamond last night with our 4th draft of the season, I think. We are already masters in Constructed. Let's see what we have. So Corrupt is too situational. That's not a really good card. It's if it works, it's a pretty fun interaction, but it usually doesn't work. This is really hard to enable. If it works, it's good. So it's technically better to pick cards like this early, but I'm not really inclined to. If you pick cards like this, you have to play so many bad relics, and that's nothing I like. But this pack is so weak. The best cards are technically this. The Triggerman is solid, but it's a very poor first pick. And the Spear is also not a good pick, so this is one of the weakest picks I've seen lately. I'm not 100% sure what we pick here. It could be the Spear, but I think I picked Triggerman. He has more potential. We can build around it even. Like, we can just pick him and try to get some gunslingers, but that's a horrible first pick. Moonlit Guardian might be stronger, since you can build around it and you don't miss much on not picking this guy. It's super close. I think I go with the Moonlit Guardian actually, since it has more potential to be strong than the other guy. Both are mediocre picks, not gonna lie. So here we have a lot better options. Iceberg Warship is great, Trailmaker is just always great. This card is also very strong, and Entrapment got nerfed, but it's still a removal, and I learned back then when I played Magic, removal is removal, so you can always pick it. But it has to be the Trailmaker. It's just fitting so well with our first pick already, and cards like this we might pick up later to make this work. And again, I am also happy if we don't play this. I'm not gonna force bad cards just to play this. So here we have to choose between Nocturnal Creeper and the Short Barrel. Creeper is not great. It's worse than it looks like, I feel, but it's never bad. Like, yeah, but the Nightfall on it, I don't really like it, but it's still a pick, and we will play the card for sure. And this, here we have some good green options. They are both good cards. So far we are white only. We don't know if we play red. This guy is not good. Well, technically it looks like a really strong card, but the Sentinel Alley is so hard to achieve that I much rather... It's a rough decision here. We might just go with this and go in the Compray direction, since we don't miss out on much red stuff. And again, this card is kind of like a dream that it works, so we go with the Compray direction maybe. And here we have a rough decision again. So I guess we pick the Whirling Duo since it's just that strong, and all the other cards are not really good, despite this guy is pretty strong. But yeah, this card is not good. So I guess it's the Whirling Duo. We might end up in Rakano, I can't tell that yet. Oh my god, another Trailmaker, so I really want to play Time. We might play 3-color as well, since we have already a lot of fixing, and I feel like this is even much stronger than Entrapment, since it fixes mana and ramps you. That's kind of all it does, and it's already a lot. So here it's another boring Compray creature, which is always good, or Ironclad Oath, but I think it's the creature. You will get some pump spells at some point, like, I'm not too concerned about them. So here it's the Tower Shield, not a good card, but again, not the worst card. Here it's pretty empty. I will not play 2 of these things no matter what, and we might have some Sentinel synergy at some point, so we will pick this, even though this card is also not good for sure. Doesn't matter here, just pick. And here again, if you have some Sentinels, it might be okay to run this card, even though it's not good. Even in the Sentinel deck, this is like just mediocre, not gonna lie. So right now it looks like a 3-color deck. We can make it work since we have the fixing, and this pack again is super weak, so a rough pick. Praxis Banner is good. This card is not really good, this card is also not so good. I think it's just a banner, just to keep our 3-color open for now. Yeah, I think this is the pick. And in this pack we do have some better cards already. Humbug Swarm is very powerful, Gundam is decent. This guy is also better than he looks, and this weapon is quite strong. I think it's the weapon, since we have already double martial and need some stuff to go with it. Yeah, I think it's just the cudgel here, even though this card is so good. I'm a huge fan of Humbug Swarm. So let's see what we get here. It looks like we are kind of heavy 3-color right now, with main color white. So we can pick this. We might end up in just Compray, since our red is not very tempting so far. But this is the best card and I kind of have to pick it. Like, there's nothing... That's a good pick here. Sorry for the pause here. Just had to answer a question. Let's pick the Curator here. Curator is the best time common by far. You always play it and you can always first pick it. It's like, it's better than the most rares actually. Curator is always a snap pick. When you see it, just pick it. You're not wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. So we might pick a Reforge here, but I much rather pick more fixing here to make the deck more consistent. Yep, I think that's the easy pick here, the land. So now we have to make a big decision if we even want to add one more color. We could do that, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of 3-color decks, of 4-color decks I mean. Pretty hard decision. Let me think about it. I think we still pick the Mortar, since I am not inclined to play this card and we might end up being 4-color with this. We have the fixing to make it work, so even this, I guess we picked the banner here so we can really play 4-color here. I don't play 4-color often, but this pool definitely makes it work kind of already. Three banners and double Draymaker. So this is a good pick. Always a good creature just for mana. That's kind of cheap removal, which is fine, but we are kind of heavy white based, and this fixes our Mortar and our green. I think we can pick this card over the weapon. The weapon is always good, but the fixing is probably just better. I'm gonna pick this. It's the most strong card in this pack. Even can play Topaz Drake. Oh my god, this card is too good. I cannot skip the wings. No way I can skip the wings, but I really would like to pick the Acolyte here. But the wings are winning games for sure. Like, this is one of the best spoilers in my opinion. Yeah, has to be the wings. And as we said, we are 4 colors, so we can pick all the goodies. And this is that's a really good card. That's a really good card. Eye of the Winter is probably the best rare you can get for draft. I feel like that. This pick is between Troublemaker and Cloak. It's gotta be Cloak, since the deck will be more mid-rangey, control-y, and Cloak just works perfect with that. I already cut some cards. Yeah, Cloak is just too good. Like, Troublemaker is a good card, but Cloak is too strong. One of the best cards in my opinion for sure to pick up in decks like this. This pack is pretty empty. For us, we are not going to pick the shadow cards. Like, we are not going to go 5-color, but yeah. It's between Teleport and this, but I guess it's Teleport. Teleport got a lot better with all the new cards. Healer's Cloak, I suppose. Another one, yeah. We need some minions. We are kind of low on creatures. That's so unfortunate that we got double power in the color we don't play. That's so unfortunate. So I think we just a Rampage here. Even though we are not kind of inclined to play it by now, but still a good pick. Random 2-drop is fine. I pick it over Initiate. Could pick Initiate though. We don't have really synergy with this yet, but we might pick up some stuff. Gonna be the Terrazon. We need good creatures to win. We don't have many winning stuff right now, so it's gotta be the Terrazon. That's a great pickup. We are basically Compre with double splash by now, so this is a great pickup with all our weapons. This might be decent in our deck. Just pick it up. Gust. Actually, Gust might be main deck. I will. Oh my god. I guess this might be. The problem is we are picking this card and we are playing this card. I guess PrediHS is kind of impressed. I can't not. Yeah, that's for sure. And they're gonna play it probably. Yeah, I mean, how often you get to play this card? Not often. And yeah, it's even the foil legendary. I will never ever pass the foil legendary anyhow. So that's a kind of spicy pick. Holy crap! Yeah, that was a nice pickup. So here is Copper Hull Marshal or Porter. I feel like we have a lot of 3-drops already. Yeah, okay, yeah, I knew you had 4 actually. It might be Into the Furnace, since yeah, it's not really. It's between those 2 cards. So the Wrangler is not good. The Gust is probably not main deck. I guess it's the Porter. This deck needs a lot of mana. Yep, I will pick the Porter. Yeah, that's a quite sketchy pick. It's quite a nice pick. Usually I pick more conservative. This is kind of a brew. That's but I had to do it. Like, there's no option. I just had to do it. The best card is this here, but we can't pick it, so we just pick a fugitive. Yeah, that's actually true. So usually I would pick the Sarasaur, but in this deck Confessor is much stronger, since this is really a control deck. And yeah, Talier's Intervention is now a really good card. It was not before, but it got buffed, so it's a really good card now. I'm always happy to have one. I don't play this in this deck. I will pick the land here. Yep. And this intervention is not so good, but you can play it. It's not so bad as well. Gonna pick it for now. That's a pretty empty pack. We just picked the land here. O's is actually good. I will play an O's. Empty pack again. This junction, we have already one. We don't play 2. This weapon is also not gonna be very strong. Time, Justice, Primal, and Fire. I will count my mana here, so that's why I will just count the mana here at some point. This is gonna be a weird mana base to make, so this is gonna take a while, this deck building. Usually I'm pretty quick with stuff like that, but this deck building will take a while, since this is a hard deck to build. I'm gonna play this card, most likely, and I really need to think through on how we play the mana base, since yeah, like I said, this is a super hard deck to build. The mana base is super weird. Let's counter it at power. We're gonna play 17 power, I suppose. 18 power, I mean. Let's see how we play it though. So we play 18 power, I said. We might even play 19 power just to make this more consistent, but we do have to do some counting from this point. Yeah, 16 units. We have a very good curve. A lot of 4-drops though. A bit too much 4-drops. I think we could play 19 power in this. It's probably a 19 power deck, but then again, not really. We are kind of low curve despite this stuff. Let me get through my cards again, since I have a lot of options here which we have to consider when building this deck. Since we have so many colors and cards, we can play a lot of cards. Give a unit. Yeah, this card is not so good. It's not really greedy Henne, since we have the we are not going to play the Oathkeeper most likely. But actually we could play him. We kind of are on yeah, I have to take a look after this again. And I want to play this. So I think it's an 18 power deck, and not the Keeper deck. It's an 18 power deck. We have double Trailmaker who fixes and gives mana, and I don't really. The deck is not that high curved, so 19 power is too much for this deck. But we have to count our mana now, so that's how I do it usually. We have double fire. I will do it on stream a bit, like I would technically do it off stream, the mana base here, since it's kind of complicated. So we have 3 fire duels. 3 fire duels, we have we have 2 time, we have 1 green and 2 blue. Only 1 green is correct, yeah. So I will update this on screen so that you can see that's my approach for this now. That's how the mana is for now. We have already 3 fire, so we play 1 more and we have 4. We have time, 5 time, that's 7 combined. Justice, we have 5 as well, that's 6 for now. And 3 primal, that's 5. That's probably too much, but that's how the mana base looks like right now. It's really sketchy to cast this in the deck. But we have double Trailmaker, so the mana for now is 6, 7, 5, 4. Needs some improvement. We cut a blue source for sure. 1 blue we will cut. So 7, 6, 4, 4 right now. We have to add 1 more time since our fixing is all time. So 1 more of this. So it's 5. So we have 8, 6, 4, 4 right now, which is actually pretty good. We technically could cut 1 more blue sigil, I feel like, since we kind of need a better mana base. Let me get it. So I will count again. 5, 6, 7, 8 white. That's correct. Just double check. Justice we have 5, 6. That's also correct then. Primal we do have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also correct. And fire should also be 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 fire as well. But we need at least 4 fire and 4 primal to make this work. This is actually super greedy, and probably the deck would be better if you cut this and build it a bit more conservative. But you cannot not play a golden Curiox. I don't see how you can ever cut this. So the mana is 8, 6, 4, 4 right now. And we do need red. We don't need that much red, to be honest. But 8 white source is actually enough, and we don't have that many double green and double white, so the mana base is fine. I don't think we're gonna struggle on mana a lot. It's a lot more consistent than it looks like, so I guess this is how we run the deck, but I need to cut 1 more card, which is probably a 2 or 3 drop since we have so many. Might be a 4 drop, but I don't really see how we can cut a 4 drop. Kind of want to drop a spell as well, since we have so many. We have not that many units, and the gust is not great in this deck. We have no levitate or some stuff, but this junction is also not good. I will cut a disjunction, and we will run a deck like this. So this is how our result looks like. It's kind of a brew, but I think it's a powerful deck. So everyone, thanks for watching. It's PrediHS. It's my Twitch if you want to see some games. Gonna upload only the drafts and deck building to YouTube, since that's what the most people want to see. And thanks everyone for watching again.